Arena. Day 2 of competition here at the DAIHATSU Japan Open. First round action all day today and all matches from the bottom half of the draw. Our next match is an all unseeded affair in the men's doubles. The Danes making their first appearance here, Lundgaard and Vestergaard, up against the 2021 World Championship bronze medalists Ong Sin and T Yi from Malaysia. Well, this match is from the bottom quarter of the draw. There you can see confirmation of that. Our reigning world champions, Kang and Seo, they're safely through to the second round. That's the only match that's been played so far in this quarter of the draw. And if you were with us a little earlier, you will have enjoyed that match a couple of matches ago with Kang and Seo coming through against Jonko and Kidman. So here come our players for our next match. And a very welcome return for the Malaysians, who haven't played a tournament together since the Badminton Asia Championships in Ningbo in China in April. So 4 months ago. And for the Danes, Daniel Lundgaard and Mads Vestergaard. Very first appearance here at the Japan Open. Second meeting between these two pairs, as you can see. The only previous occasion was the quarter-final of that German Open 300 event, and it was 3 games, as you can see. 21-10 in the deciding game in 51 minutes. The Malaysians won in Mulheim. So, as far as the Danes are concerned, well, they only formed their partnership in March last year. And this man, Daniel Lundgaard, who's 24 years of age, he turned 24 last month. That equates to 6 foot tall. And they are currently playing off their career high of 29. In fact, it was yesterday they went up to their career high. 22 years of age is Mads Vestergaard, from the same city, Aarhus, as the Olympic semi-finalist, Anders Rasmussen. So to the Malaysians, and this is Ong Yu Sing, 29 years of age, from the ancient city of Malacca. Just under 6 foot tall, and their world ranking sadly has plummeted because of the injury problems, and they're now the 5th ranked Malaysian pair on the world ranking. Have been as high as 6 as we look at Teo Yi, 31-year-old from Muar in Johor. Semi-finalists after beating their opponents of today at the quarter-final of the German Open. Semi-finalists in that particular tournament. The Malaysians have twice been quarter-finalists here at the Japan Open, as we look at our court officials for this one from Taipei and Korea. And as far as the Malaysians are concerned, well, their first quarter-final in this event was back in 2017, and then a couple of years ago as well, they reached the last 8. Danish coaches, Steen, I need your help here because there's some new people, I think, on the coaching bench.
Yeah, it's the singles coach, Rune Ulsing in white. There's Rosman Rasak, the Malaysian coach. And in red, it's Jonas Lyduk, who's working at the Danish National Training Center.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Daniel Lundgaard and Mads Vestergaard, Denmark. And On my left, Ong Yoshin and Tu Yi, Malaysia. Tu Yi to serve to Ms. Vestergaard. Lot O, play.
So the Malaysians on Yu Sing and Yu Yi on the side of the court, getting this first round men's doubles underway against the Danes, Lundgaard and Vestergaard. Well, only two pairs from Denmark have ever won the Japan Open men's doubles title. And one of them happens to be Lundgaard's father, Martin.
That's right, in 2005.
That's correct, with Jens Eriksson. And the other pair, Steen?
It was Lars Paska and Jonas Rasmussen.
16 years ago.
3, love.
I suppose you were coaching those pairs at that time, weren't you?
I think I was, yeah.
Yeah, well done you. Bigger well done to the players, of course.
Considerably a lot more well done to the players.
4, love.
So given your experience of coaching and coaching winners, your thoughts on the potential of Lundgaard and Vestergaard? I mean, they're still young, 24 and 22.
Yeah, which is actually, in terms of Danish men's doubles, super young. They've been practicing really well for a long time, but
Service over.
it's only
1, 4.
here in the last year or so where they've really enjoyed success. And we know that success comes in sort of chunks, that you work hard for a long time and you feel that you're basically staying at the same level, or you're expecting to grow better because you practice so hard, but you don't feel like you get the results. But you have to be at the right place at the right time. You have to have that position where you actually can get a win, a little bit unexpected win, but perhaps not a win over pairs that are top 5 in the world. And sometimes players tend to get disappointed when they've practiced hard for a long time and haven't really been able to convert that into some good wins. So when you finally get it, then self-confidence tends to raise, with sort of expectations as well. So it's a constant battle in terms of evaluating correctly.
3, 4.
And of course, I'm guessing that one of those results to which you are alluding to was in the Singapore Open first round earlier this year, beating the #1 seed Ranki Reddy and Shetty.
Yeah, exactly.
In 2 straight games. But it's interesting to me, Steve. I mean, of course, when they first formed their partnership with Lundgaard and Vestergaard, they had to start from scratch with some of the lower grade of tournaments to get their ranking up. But the fact that they played 16 tournaments last year, in 4 finals, winning 3 of them, so that's 25% of all tournaments played last year.
Yeah.
They reached the final. So you build up that confidence. This is the first year the Danes are really playing the World Tour as regular World Tour players.
Yeah, and I think that's a super important point, that you've got to sort of make your way through the feeder circuits, the European circuits, the Asian circuits, wherever it is, and earn your experience there.
6, 4.
And then to keep your morale, if at the higher grade of tournaments you're struggling to get through first or second rounds.
You lose all the time, then it's difficult to believe that you belong there.
So it's important to keep a mixture of the level of tournaments in the development
tournament
stage.
Selection as well. This is a perfect tournament for the Danes, and certainly they're going to win this match, but this is just after the Olympics. All the Olympic participants, they're a little bit
flat.
Yeah, that's a good word, and that's a good chance. Maybe they would have preferred a pair from the Olympics, not a pair on the rebound after injury.
And it was Teal, I believe, who was the injured.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what the problem was, but
7-4. Change. Big. No drink. Towel only. Yeah, quick.
I know it's very early stages, Steen, but it seems to me as if the Malaysians look super confident in defensive play and are quite happy just to move their opponents a while and then go for the attacking play themselves.
Exactly. So good return.
Very good return from Daniel Lundgaard.
5-7.
That's clever, isn't it? Oh, it was just long.
Service over. 8-6. Play.
Possibly the longest run of the match so far.
Oh. 9-6.
There's an example of the appearance that the Malaysians are just toying with the Danes on defence.
No, do the sweat. Unshirt. Mesh.
Doesn't hang about on that serve, does he, Wang Yusin?
No.
Service over.
And that's a sign that he's not really confident in
7-9.
the way I see it. Doesn't mean it can't work, because I recall in the former Olympic champion Kandra Wijaya from Indonesia, he also served very, very quickly, but was quite consistent.
Service over. 10-7.
That's a shot from Lundgaard that's so easy to criticize, but what if we exchange him with Kevin Sukamuljo? Then we knew he was capable of doing that.
Yeah.
And we would say, yeah, we know that he misses once in a while, but he makes so many points on it.
So it's a 4-point advantage to the Malaysians. Song Yusin and Teo Yi here at the mid-game interval of the opening game. I could really see the tumble serve there.
så træder vi helt op og lukker med det. Ja. Den anden, han er godt lidt inde i en korte nu. Ja. Så kom bare ud der. Den er meget med side. Den ligger meget med forskubben forbi. Altså ham den torte eller den højre anden, ikke? Ja.
Court 1, 20 seconds.
Så ned bagfra, så husk
Court
lige.
1, 20 seconds. Players on court.
Pause, Tor.
11-7. Play.
So I'm guessing it was fairly difficult to hear any coaching there, Steen.
Yeah, it was difficult. I only managed to figure out that Mads Vestergaard wasn't really aware of the names of. He was the taller one of them. Yeah, that's the one. One of those things that they played them once before.
12.
Yeah, that's extraordinary, isn't it? Every athlete should remember the name of another athlete that beats them.
Yeah.
Service over. 13.
Sacrilege in sporting terms, isn't it?
Yeah.
Service over. 9-13.
And the good news from a Danish perspective is that the Danes are only 4 points adrift.
Service over.
Yeah, I
14,
think I'll read on the drift.
9.
I'm getting more and more convinced we're correct, Steen.
That was exactly what I thought, and I thought it's just so different from the first match I called between Naroka and Lee Chagyu.
What a marathon that one was.
Yeah, it was almost impossible to play.
Oh, look at
play it
that.
long.
Good placement of the smash
15,
from
9.
Iyi. He's got some new body art, hasn't he, there, Steen? You probably wouldn't notice that sort of thing.
No, not really. So he probably has.
Oh, that bounced off the top of the tape. Yeah, just touched it. Good umpiring.
Service over.
All the faults immediately.
15. Service over.
That's a pity.
16-10.
Doesn't help the nerves if you're already a little nervous playing in this magnificent arena, on the big stage, on the television court.
Service over. 11-16.
Oh, behind the back.
Service over. 17-11.
In the end, to no avail. Again, it's a nice
Service
idea.
over. 12-17.
Just look to me, the Malaysians, if they're not quite match sharp at the moment, still got all the shots and all the movement, and they're lovely to watch.
Yeah. It's also been a while that they've been out. This 4 months.
Service
So
over.
4 months, yeah.
18-12.
Yeah, I think the Badminton Asia Championships were the beginning of the month, wasn't
Yeah.
it? So the beginning of April, so just over 4 months.
There's so many
19,
3 points for the
12.
Malaysians
Yeah.
here. Oh yeah, you're right on that left shoulder there of Tui Yi.
Service over.
Huge,
13, 19.
at least it looks like it's a 2. Sometimes there's strapping that has
Service
some
over.
kind of pattern on it.
20, game point,
So
13.
game point opportunities. A whole host of them for Onyu Sin and Tui Yi.
Service over. 14, 20.
Opening game.
First game won by Ong Yao Xin and Qiu Yi, 21-14.
Umpire just confirming that scoreline of 21-14 in favour of the Malaysians Onyu Sin and Tui Yi. Wayward attempted kill on that final shot from Mads Vestergaard. 16 minutes for that opening game.
Bukan dia duduk masuk lah, dia mau makan kat punya bola mah. Saya ke belakang main itu barang lah, sabar kat situ. So kita boleh defend mah, tak takut. Okay. Second ball masih smash. Kalau boleh terus second ball tepi terus. First ball tengah punya. Second ball terus tepi. Okay. Masa you buat masuk depan ni, okey man. Masuk depan tapi keluar balik belakang. Ada masuk keluar balik, masuk keluar balik. Lain semua you boleh make.
Så lad ham selv have lidt arbejde med her, før vi går med i banen. Det samme med dem, vi kommer op på nettet. Det er gå for meget efter dem. Bare få prikket ned og være klar igen.
Ja.
Hvad siger I?
Jamen altså, jeg er enig. Jeg synes også, at man kommer op på den her side, så burde de løbe lidt for kort i starten. Afvikling på, når man var smadret til dem. Jeg synes også, at investere noget mere. Altså,
Ja, det er nødt til. Jeg ved godt, de får pisse meget tilbage, men I er nødt til det.
Ja.
Okay. Hvad siger du, Mads?
Ja, jeg synes bare,
Det er for mange lige efter ophold i CO2.
Ja. Og det er lige sidste andet. Når det bliver det der hårde spil, eller I ikke lige får det med, så lad dem skarpe den situation.
ja.
Court 1,
Der skal vi
20
være mindst lige så gode som dem.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game, love all. Play.
So 1 game to the goods on Onyu Sin and Tui Yi from Malaysia against the Danes Lundgaard and Vestergaard. Oh my goodness, behind the back from Tui Yi.
Service over.
No, I'm
1,
hoping
love.
that you could hear better that time, Steen, on the coaching.
A little bit. I heard that Onyu Sin was suggesting that they needed to work a little bit harder. Points don't necessarily come on the second or third smash here, and it's going to be tough. So harder work in the
Service over.
attack and sharper in
1,
the service
0.
situation. So they should go sharper for the returns and the third shots whenever they're serving themselves. It's going to be interesting to see. The only time they met previously went to 3 games, and that was a 3-game match that to me smelled like Teo and Ong got overconfident in the second game. They won the first and the third to 10 and 14, lost the second to 19. So there might be quite some difference between these 2 pairs in playing strength.
That's good work from Singh. It's interesting, Steve, because this Malaysian pair, it's about 4.5 years ago since they won their last title. That was the Thailand Masters 300 event of 2020.
Yeah.
So that was before the pandemic. And of course, we all missed time with, as far as sport was concerned, and in fact a lot of people work-wise missed time during the global pandemic. But to me, you know, they've been a pair. We talked about the fact that they've been number 6 on the world rankings. They've won a bronze medal in 2021 World Championships. They've always been there or thereabouts, but have struggled to actually convert that into titles.
Yeah, I think as of now, I think the title run, well, maybe there's a chance in this tournament here, but otherwise the title run in the Super 70, Super 750, Super 1000 might be past them. I think there's too many pairs that are rock solid that they have to get past. But they have a lot of quality as a pair. They've got a lot of technical skills. They've got a lot of game reading skills. I think they've struggled, like we've seen numerous times with some Malaysian pairs. They've struggled with nerves in important situations. And I also think that the pandemic probably has hit them a little bit harder than being an independent pair, than a pair that was part of a national training setup. I think the national setups got back on playing badminton earlier after the pandemic.
I'm sure you're right. I think they were given permission by the government to start training before lockdown was finished. So there's no question they were at an advantage. I think I'm right in that, but
I'm a little unsure whether the independent pairs were invited into practice as well during COVID. That might be a possibility, but anyway, it's tough when you're an independent pair to get through a period like that.
Yes.
And then, I mean, then comes the injuries. Perhaps they come on the back of that period where you start to force the practice, so to speak. You want to get back in shape in double quick time. But they're totally dominant in this match here.
7-3.
Is it that the Danes just don't have the quality on the attacking play at the moment, or the variation? What is it?
That's how it seems like at the moment, that they are no threat to the Malaysians. They're just lifting. They're happy to lift.
Now that's a variation.
Yeah.
And again.
So that's the way. That's how they need to work, and that's what the coach is probably telling them now. That's how it looks like here in the Super 750 level, boys.
Yes, that sort of work rate.
Yes.
That's.
And you're not tired. You're just short of breath.
Yeah. Deflected by the net. Way short of the line.
4.
Second service error from Lundgaard. There from on Sin. Still they can't put it away. Finally.
Service over.
Yeah. The gulps of air that were taken in there from Vestergaard. they still enjoyed that, the Malaysians. Just wide.
Service over.
There's the sideways drift coming into play.
Yeah.
Daniel, stay on the court. Mass, check the court.
Well, that's Vestergaard, a player who's playing 2 disciplines still. Steen?
Yes. Won his first match earlier today. Was it yesterday? No, it was earlier today, I think.
Service over. 6.
Christine Busch in the mixed double.
I remember watching them in the mixed doubles reach the semi-final of the Singapore Open.
Yeah.
Played extremely well. Oh, it's way long from that line.
Service over. 10-6.
Challenge here from the Danes.
Daniel Lundgaard challenges court out.
Indeed, it was out. Well done, line judge. Right, again.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenger remaining. 11-6.
So we go to the mid-game interval. 11-6, the advantage to the Malaysians, Ong and Teo.
Får først med lidt, så kommer tættere på. Det kommer til at kræve lang tid så.
Det er jo ikke de dueller, vi arbejder. Vi er bedre med 5 uger.
Men vi skal have mere energi. Jeg ved godt, at vi løfter 5 uger.
Court 1, 20 seconds.
Og så er vi nødt til at tage det. Når man
20
har
seconds.
mulighed for at spille under nethøjde, så skal vi tage det.
Coach. On court.
So
6.
again, and 11-6 up for the Malaysians. I'm suspecting that the Danes need to do something a bit different. Did you manage to hear any of the advice there?
One Wilson said they needed to come in with more energy and still keep working hard. That was what they discussed also in the second game. But the more important thing, in my opinion, was that if there is a chance to play it below the tape, we've got to take that chance, and I think that is the key here. There's a mistake again.
12-6.
They're just not a threat in the offense, the Danes, and they've got to be much more patient and work hard. And they've got to keep it below the tape. Look at that. Teo is on the way to move forward on that replay there. So played below the tape, preferably in front of Ong Yew-sin, but they also got to find some way to convert on the attack.
I don't think,
13.
in my humble opinion, I know you're the coach, Steen, and I'm not, most definitely not a coach, but I don't think they're precise enough with their attacking play. It's either hit hard. Look at that last smash from the Malaysians. It was exactly the right place. Right angle, slightly across the body, whereas the Danes don't seem, it's almost as if they think at a different level that if I hit hard, I'm going to force a weak reply. You're not
within
going to.
1.5 meters width, then it's okay. It doesn't matter whether it's to one side or the other, but it matters.
It's a huge matter.
Yeah, I agree. And also it looks like they have no idea where the next shot is coming. And that's also a sign that they're...
14-7.
As it is now, neither their attack nor defense can be compared to the Malaysians. They're just a class above the Danes, at least at the moment. It's a pity. It was a great shot from Ong Yusin across to the back line of the Danes.
Nine, 14.
Oh, good serve, even better return.
Service over.
Got the net caught on the return of serve on Yusin. Oh, we missed it.
And the follow-up there, I mean, he has a very good idea of where it's coming. And if it's not coming there, then his partner's got to cover it.
Perfect example there that Teo Yi was not deceived by those smashes at all. His racket was in the right place, anticipating both of those smashes at him.
Exactly. And I mean, now they're 16-9 up Ong and Teo, 21-14 in the first game. They're not going to get spooked by anything now.
17,
if they miss one smash, well, so be it. Then they'll get the next one. The Malaysians. And for the Danes, well, it's sort of like, sorry we disturbed.
Well, so much for my comment and theory in the opening game, Steve. The Malaysians didn't look match sharp.
Service over.
Can I retract that?
No, I think maybe it was just that they felt really, really confident. Because, I mean, this is not the Malaysians playing at 100% of their game right now.
No.
We don't know exactly what 100% is right now because they haven't had to use it here.
No, that's a fair comment. It's along with the back line. And 2 points away from a place in the second round for the Malaysians, Ong and Teo.
Service over. 11-19. Thank you. Daniel, wait.
I counted 6 smashes there before they were able to put it away.
Yeah, and they're 8 points down, so I think Malaysians probably could have countered earlier if they wanted to.
Yeah, for that follow-up. One nice placement, the downward shot from Tu Yi, and he moved forward to the mid-court area, then to the net before he finished off the rally. Lovely way to bring up match point opportunities. Good return.
Service over. 13-20.
It's gone long.
Game.
And in a match lasting a little over 36 minutes, 21-14, 21-13. And what a super return to the World Tour for Ong Yu Sin and Teo Yi of Malaysia.
Match won by Ong Yu Sin and Teo Yi.
It's the final rally.
21-13.
Very competent performance by the Malaysians. Tougher tests to come, one suspects. But they will be mighty happy with that victory. Confirmation of the scoreline, 21-14, 21-13 to Ong Yu Sin and Teo Yi from Malaysia.